Hi, everyone. I'm going to start getting everyone in.
Hi,
Hello.
Shannon.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Angelique was asking who I was saying hi to.
Oh. All right, I'm going to let everybody in.
We got that 12-minute run for distance tomorrow.
You do. Well, you do.
All right. I'll be ready.
I have no doubt. Okay, grab a pen real quick. And there's a bunch of people on there that also have that one. All right. Done. All right, I just muted you guys all. We're going to wait for everybody to pop on. Jen, are you ready for tomorrow's 12-minute run? Brian said he would. Anthony, are you doing?
Me.
There's a couple of Orange Theory people on here. I'm going to keep letting everybody in. So I don't know how to use my house. It's a smart house. And I asked for lights to come on and the TV came on. Now I can't get the TV off behind me. So just ignore it. I've tried like 8 times. Anslin said, we'll see. All right, we're going to give it another minute and then I'm going to get started. And I'm actually ending on time tonight. I have to go drive my son dinner. He's waiting right now. I just thought of something. I can actually put you guys on my TV. I don't know how to do that. Okay. So we'll give it another 30 seconds. Jen said it might be rough, but she's ready. It's only 12 minutes. You got this. All right, I'm going to get started. I had a feeling it was going to be a smaller group tonight. So it is the second to last meeting, correct? Before this challenge is over. Let me confirm that. Today's the 19th. Next week will be the 26th. Yep. And then the challenge is over. Last day, 28th. New challenge starts 31st. Couple of things I wanted to say. In your calendars, things might disappear because when we first started this challenge, it was a 6-week challenge and then I extended it. And it's a lot of work to extend it for 1 week. So you could still do your weigh-ins, you could still track. The only thing you're not going to see for some people might be workouts. If you need them for that last couple of days, just let me know and I'll add them specifically for you. But for me to go into 150 accounts to extend it for a workout and you don't use them makes no sense. So let me know. I am putting together new workouts for the Summer Stride Challenge. I'm going to send out another questionnaire and it's really the only way that I communicate with you guys personally one-on-one, but it's going to go into one of your messages. So when you see it, you're gonna need to fill it out. It's gonna say like very important. And it's gonna say, do you want the new fitness program? If you don't, I'm not gonna put it in there. Like I said, I have to go into each person's account and put it in there, and a lot of people don't use them. And then we're gonna talk about habits, because I add in the 10,000 steps a day for everyone, and I add in the water for everyone. But essentially, everybody should have 3 habits if you need it. I mean, I can give you a max of 3 habits. If you have more than that, I'm not gonna be giving you any more, because 3 habits is really not as overwhelming as if you had more. And a goal. A goal is not a habit. A goal has an end. A habit you keep going, doing forever and ever and ever, or you break a habit. And Dawn, it's so good to see you back on the Zooms. Welcome back. Not welcome back, but welcome back on the Zooms, because she's been in the group. So we're going to talk about habits. Let's see. I want to talk about this being the second to last week of the challenge. This is when people start to fall off and say, oh, it's only 10 more days. I'm just going to do whatever. And I'm going to give it my best for the next 7 weeks. The next 7 weeks are going to be the best 7 weeks for me. But this next 10 days, I'm just going to do whatever I want, because I know I'm going to kill it the next 7 weeks. Please do not think like that. Flip it around. The next 10 days, I'm going to kick ass. So when I start the next 7 weeks, I have that much further ahead than I have been. If you've been sabotaging yourself, not consciously, but subconsciously, or even consciously, like, screw it, I'm just going to eat this, whatever. Try to get out of the mentality. If you did not watch the meetings, the last 2 meetings, you really should watch them. And if you did watch them again, because they're actually really good meetings. They do help you. And I've gotten a lot of messages from people saying, you know, I didn't realize I did that, and I do it. And this will help me instead of doing it this way. And I talked about the book, You're a Badass. The best books ever. And they came out with a new one, Habits. And I'm almost done listening to it. I'm not ready to like deliver what I read, but it's really good. Like, it makes you think and wonder. And I don't read them, I listen. Anytime I'm in the car, it's on. So if you're not a big reader, just listen to it in your car, because it's really, 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 really good. She like has no filter. Like, I have no filter. If you do not know her, it's like listening to me pretty much. Someone asked me about the retreat, if it was on or not, or they posted in the group. It's on. Whether we have a house full or not, it's on. If I have to take it out of, I call all the money that goes into, so I tried my escrow. If I have to go into the escrow and just pay it out of my pocket, I don't care. We're doing it. It's already booked. I want to have a good time. I want to go away for the weekend. So screw it. We're doing it. Exactly. But again, there's only 15 spots, and I think 10 or 11 are taken. And there's still plenty of time to decide if you want to go or not. It's the weekend of the 27th of August. It's only $300, and it's Friday to Sunday, and it includes your food and everything we're doing, except when we go out Saturday night. And Saturday night, we're going to go to downtown, what did I say? Universal, whatever that's called, City Walk. And it's fun because we don't know, everybody doesn't know everybody in the group. And there's people coming from California just for the retreat, which is going to be amazing. And from Georgia, from Texas. So not everybody is local, which is so fun. I think one person is coming from New York. And then there's like 3 people that are asking me to wait to see what their schedule is, like kids and whatever. So the retreat's going to be fun. We're going to have fitness throughout the morning, a class during the day, and a class at night. Not just me, we're going to have yoga, meditation, Zumba, aqua classes. If anybody wants aqua classes, is going to be available. We're going to do meal prep. We're going to do cooking. Brian's going to give us some insight into his cooking, Mr. Master Chef. So it's going to be fun. And there's also going to be lectures on menopause, why I'm not losing weight, and it's all going to be Shannon talking. So hopefully you guys don't get sick of that. But it'll be super fun. We're going to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then leave Sunday late afternoon or evening or whenever you guys want to leave. That we have the house, I think, till Monday or something. I have to confirm that. And I might stay till Monday. We'll see what happens. And if anybody wants to, we'll see if, I can't remember if it's Sunday or Monday, but there's a pool, there's a game room. There's gonna be so much stuff to do that nobody's gonna want to do shred charge stuff. Everybody's gonna want to just hang out on vacation. It's not a dry weekend. You can bring alcohol. I'm not buying alcohol, but you can bring it if you want. When we go out, you can drink it, but I'm sure you will track it, which is what we're gonna talk about. So that's fine. Okay, so that's the retreat. Someone messaged me about tank tops. I think I have 2 tank tops left. I will be having more tank tops made because I changed my logo, just a drop. I'm gonna show you guys. It looks almost the same, but no. Because I wanted it to look more logo, so when it goes on stuff, people would recognize it, besides my name. But I added the S, instead of being scripted, it looks like that. So it's more like a logo. I'm not changing the app. I'm not changing any of that stuff because it's still Shannon Blair Fitness Consulting. We just do the Shannon Shred Tribe as part of it. I have other things that are coming, but I can't tell you guys yet, but they're coming from China and they'll be here in a couple of months. Some of it's going to be freebies, yay! And some not. But I'm super, super, super excited about that. These meetings are not changing Wednesday nights, just so everybody knows. It's gonna be forever and on and on and on. It could be 10 years. It's always gonna be Wednesday, 7 p.m. I don't take classes. I don't take clients. I go right up till 6 o'clock with my Zoom clients. It works for me, so hopefully it works for you guys, and it's always recorded. If you don't know how to use something on the app at this point, please reach out to me. If you don't know where fitness is on your app, it's the kettlebell at the bottom of your app. At your dash. If you click on the kettlebell, you're going to see all your fitness there that I've given you, the workouts and stuff. And MyFitnessPal and Fitbit, last 2 things I want to talk about. I posted, remember I keep talking about it for like past year and a half, how Under Armour was selling MyFitnessPal. Once it sells, it's going to get better. It sold. I posted the information in the app. It's firsthand knowledge from Trainerize, my app developers. And supposedly it's supposed to get 150% better. But during the transition of them switching over companies, that's when all this garbage started happening and you had to reset it every day. I want to read you this really quick. So for the people that don't look in the app a lot, so you guys are on the same page as me.
Yes, Dr. Jackie? Okay, good, thank you. Look at you.
Okay, everybody's muted again. I was like, who is that? Here it is. Where am I in my app? Okay, on my thing. All right. Under Armour recently sold MyFitnessPal. They are in the process of moving the data centers. So there's been outages and they're trying to get their systems back up online. We are in contact with their development team, but they haven't provided an ETA on the fixes. My app has added a temporary automatic nightly sync. So at least clients' data is brought in once a day until MFP fixes the issue on their end. So you're still gonna have to go in there manually if it's not doing it manually and do it on your own, but every night Trainerize is gonna do it. It says, please ask your clients to contact MFP support if they're paying for the MFP premium. So at least their team, the new team hears from angry clients directly. And then they'll try to do more on their end to make it seamless and better. But if you switch to Fitbit, awesome. I struggle with Fitbit. Probably because I've been using MyFitnessPal for so long, you get accustomed to what you're used to. But I have been using Fitbit so that I can help you guys. But I watch a lot of tutorials on it just to figure out what's going on. Someone thought that you couldn't log ahead of time. You can log up to a month ahead of time. If anybody needs me to give you that information of how to do that, just let me know. I will do that. It looks like you can do 1 day, but you can log up to 1 month on Fitbit. If you're patient and hang out on MyFitnessPal, awesome. I am going back to MyFitnessPal once everything is said and done. Just so you guys know, personally. Anybody new coming in, I'm going to give them the option, but I'm going to give them 100% honest truth. They're going to have to manually sync it every time they add something, and overnight it'll go on its own until MyFitnessPal fixes itself. or you have the option of Fitbit. You do not need to own a Fitbit, but if you do, you get the premium version for free with your Fitbit, from what I understand, someone told me. And that's that about MyFitnessPal and Fitbit. Please do not keep messaging me that you're not syncing. I know. I was on it too. It was driving me crazy too. And that's why I kept asking Trainerize, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And, you know, they have thousands of people that use their app that have it customized and branded, and the whole thread. I have 800 clients and nobody's training. I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't even imagine having 800 clients messaging me every day. I would probably lose my mind. Because I only have 200. And I'm like, that's a lot of people to message about MyFitnessPal not working. Raise your hand if you're staying on MyFitnessPal, just so I have an idea of people that are on here. I'm assuming if you're not, your hand is not up, you have gone into Fitbit, or you're just black and white and I can't see it. Awesome. Okay, so if you've been using Fitbit and you know how to use it really good, raise your hand. Don't be afraid. Danielle Novak, you use Fitbit? No. Okay, if you use Fitbit and you're really good at it, raise your hand. Jen Slobicki, you are? Do you mind if I ever have a question while I'm playing with it and stuff to reach out to you?
That's fine. I mean, like I've been finding answers on like kind of like you, just like looking through them and just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, because that would happen with MyFitnessPal. Nobody knew how to use it in the beginning either.
Mhm. The only thing that I can't figure out how to do is make somebody posted make a recipe.
Yeah, not make
How we could do in like you can create like a food, but you can't do a whole recipe.
You cannot do a batch recipe in Fitbit. That is correct. Now, I don't know if that'll change since somebody else bought them. And the company that bought them is not like Under Armour or Nike. It's actually a food app, and they do I planning. So I have a feeling that Fitbit's going to have that option for you, kind of like that app that we use for recipes, Fitmen Cook. I think it's kind of like they're going to be like a merge of something. That's a hint of who the company is that they bought from. But anyway, so that's coming out there. And that's also a great option once you go on maintenance too, because it will help you too. All right, so that's all that. I want to talk about habits. And I want to start off with a quote. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Anybody can pick up a dumbbell and lift weights. Anybody can do it for a week. Anybody can do it for 2 weeks. But by the third week, it becomes a habit. You want to work out. You crave that workout. Raise your hand if you feel like that's happened to you with working out. Like you came into this group and you didn't even think twice about working out. And now you like live for working out. Not live for it, but you do it because it's a habit. Awesome. Good. Yeah. And you know, that's true with anything. I do a lot of certifications. I'm a certification junkie. I love learning. I love all of it. I don't know. I love certifications. I have like 4 certifications stacked up ready to do, and I haven't done them yet. And I'm going to do them, but I need to make it a habit of when I sit down to study to go off of grid, not use my phone, not get on the computer, none of that. And I decided starting on Friday, when I actually have downtime, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give myself 20 minutes to study, 2 minutes to look on my phone, 20 minutes to study, and I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to use that block of time to create this habit. And then hopefully this habit that I start will come into a habit that I want to do or that I'm used to in 3 weeks. Do you feel like the water and the 10,000 steps may not be a habit, but you've created a habit? It is a habit, but you've created that habit. Now you have to have it in the app to check it off that you did it. Yes, I agree, because I do it too. I check off my water. I check off my 10,000 steps. If I don't have it, I make sure I get it. Like I'm at 9,700. I make sure I get my 10,000. So I click off the step, you know, like the check mark on your to-do list. Those are great habits, but if you've been with me for a year, it's not a habit anymore. It's something you do. If you want to keep it in your thing, I always ask you guys what habits you want to keep. I'll keep them in there, not a big deal. But a great habit is not smoking, quitting it, not drinking, quitting it. And it could be like Monday through Friday, I'm not going to drink, or Monday through Thursday. Shannon, can you put in my app, Monday through Thursday, I'm not going to drink at night. And then I could put that in there, just Monday through Thursday, it'll pop up. and you click it off that you didn't drink. And then Friday, Saturday, whatever, you can drink. Okay, so I'm gonna read a couple things. Because I always ask you your goals and your habits. A goal is an idea of the future or a desired result that a client commits to achieve. And it has a deadline. So when I ask you guys for your new goal and you're like, short-term goal is this, long-term goal is this. Now I want to know, when do you want to achieve that goal by? Give me a date. Give me weeks. Remember SMART goals? We talked about this, maybe not this challenge before, that you have to be able to quantify it. So I'm going to be asking for your one goal for the next challenge, if you're staying on. And I'm going to ask you to give me a time frame. It can be the 6-7 weeks of the challenge. You notice how I'm saying 7 weeks now and not 6? Because I extend them anyway. I might as well just make them 7 weeks. It'll be so much easier for me setting it up in next week. But regardless of the deadline, a goal will have a finish line. You need to achieve that goal that you set for yourself. And then a habit is something that you do often and regularly, sometimes without knowing that you're doing it. And that is the main key. Good habits take approximately 21 days to train, but with expectations of not stopping after you start that habit. So brushing your teeth at night, flossing your teeth every day, washing your face, eating slower is a great habit. Eating all your greens is a habit. Not interrupting people when they talk is a habit. Using your listening skills is a habit. There's so many things. It does not have to be based on what we do in here as a habit that you want me to add. Going to Orange Theory 3 times a week is not a habit, it's a goal. So if that's a goal of yours, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, before I even start, keep going. I'm downstairs because we have no AC upstairs. Do you all know that we are partners with an AC company? Like that's where Mike goes every day for work. And we don't have an AC upstairs. So I'm downstairs. We've been sleeping on the couch because our downstairs bedroom, because we've been doing all the renovations, is full of everything. So we can't even sleep downstairs. So that's why I planted myself here. And it's really hot still because the heat's coming from upstairs and it sucks. So that's why I'm downstairs, by the way. All right. You are limited to 3 to 5 habits. Please don't ask me to add more. One day I got a list from somebody and it was like 9 habits. How can you focus on a habit if you have so many? Can you let us know when it's fully fixed? Was that Jen Slobicki asked me that question? It just says Jen.
Yeah, that was me. I was just talking about when it was MyFitnessPal and you said that they were going to get it fixed.
Yeah, they're gonna they're gonna let me know, but I can almost guarantee it's not gonna be for another 2 weeks. People are not fast like that when it comes to technology, believe it or not. But I will let everybody know, of course. I post everything I get when I get it. Okay, so I want to read why habits are powerful, because everybody's like, I don't want to create a habit. Habits are stupid, blah, blah, blah. It's a new buzzword. And it is a new buzz thing. Everybody's talking about habits. But I just went through a habits coaching. So you guys are going to hear it. Okay. So habits allow you to stay connected with me. So I know what's going on in your lives from what you decided to start as your habit. They're great for making health and fitness a bigger part of your life and incorporating a small routine by doing small steps every day. So I look to see. So remember, could have been a session or 2 ago, I don't remember. But I said, guys, I just saw like 9 habits clicked off for the past 6 weeks. Do not just bulk click off your habits. I look every day to see if you guys are following through with your habits. So if you just go click, 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 how do I know that you really did stick to your habits? It's super important that you do. But at the end of the week, don't click them all off that you did it every day. You should be doing it every day. That should be a habit, clicking it every day. Habits help with motivation, accountability. It's hot in here. Motivation, accountability, A habit is weighing yourself every Monday morning and not texting me and saying, I forgot. Can I weigh in tomorrow or Wednesday? I get it, we forget, but I think sometimes people do that so they don't have to weigh in on Monday. I love that Lee is laughing when I say that, almost like she's done that. Oh, see, she gave thumbs up too. See, I'm not going crazy. When I set up your habits, it triggers healthy thoughts in the app, or healthy mindset when you're going into the app, because you know you have to do these habits, whatever they may be. And on that note, someone messaged me, and I want to share this. You all know you can turn off groups, right? You don't have to get notifications all the time. Like, you can turn off notifications, you can leave a group. You do not have to get all the notifications that are in the app all the time if they drive you crazy. You're not required to do any of that. You are required to be in the app and engage and track. But if you don't want to hear so-and-so lost 10 pounds, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to hear that, because you're all in the same tribe and you're supporting each other. But if you don't want to hear it and you don't want to be in that group, let me know. I took a bunch of people out of the alcohol group. I get it. Not everybody wants to know about alcohol. But if you don't care about the memes or any of that, I could take you out. Moving on. When you guys go in your timelines in your app, first thing you should see is your to-do list is whatever I assign you. So it could be body stats, whatever, picture, photos, a workout, and you see your habit, right? So that should trigger that thought in your head, I need to do this. When you think of habits, and we've talked about this, there should be like a mantra that goes along with it. We talked about sticky notes and all that other stuff last week. We're not going to talk about that again. But I want you to think about something that you could say when you go to bed at night and when you wake up in the morning that will set you for your habits for the day. So my studying, which is going to be my mantra at night is going to be, I want to grow. I want to be a better coach. So I'm going to study every day, Monday through Friday, for 20 minutes. And I'm going to say that before I go to bed at night. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to say, I am a better coach for giving myself 20 minutes, whatever my mantra is, giving myself 20 minutes every day to grow stronger, blah, 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 and learn. But I want you to say it at night before you go to bed. And I want you to say it in the morning, because positive affirmations, what you say, and I posted this today, what you say comes true. And I'm going to actually read it. Let me pull it off my story for those that don't see it. I don't think I posted it in the group. Or maybe it was yesterday. Hold on. Or maybe I deleted it. Oh, here it is. What you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create. And habits help you with all of that. Can anybody think of a habit that they would want to create or stop for the next, if you're staying on for the next 7 weeks? No one has a habit that they want to create or stop for the next 7 weeks? Everybody's perfect?
My habit is I don't want to snack every single night.
Awesome. So on your habits, I can put in there, I promise, or I won't snack Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or I won't snack 5 days a week. And then you can check that off on the nights that you do not snack. And it doesn't even have to be related to that. It could be, I want to create a habit of walking 2 miles every day. Set a habit that works for you personally. I am not going to be negative about MyFitnessPal every day. Whatever. I'm going to learn how
I
to.
have one.
Who says that?
Jody,
Oh, Jody, I didn't even know you were on here. Go for it, girl.
I just popped on. I was out walking. But anyway, I want to really try to save some of my macros for at night for snacks, because I'm using them up during the day on food. And then at nighttime, I don't have anything left for snacking. And I'm I'm hungry at night, so I want to try to put in my habit, saving some of my macros for snacks in the evening.
Good. So like I could put in there, saving
Adjust my macros.
20 carbs, save whatever it is. We can think about it together, but we can put that in your habits. And you
Absolutely.
check it off. Say it at night before you go to bed. Tomorrow, I'm going to commit to my habit and save some of my carbs. When I wake up in the morning, I am stronger, I am more powerful, and I want my snack at the end of the night. And I am going to keep that habit. And you'll do it. You know,
Yes, yes.
eventually, you will not need those 20 carbs, 5 fats, and 6 proteins during the day. Like,
Right.
those are random-
Okay, good.
Those are random numbers, but I'm just saying, like, I do that. I save, like, I know a bunch of us do that. I save it for my Yasso bars. Even though Yasso pisses me off, I save it for my Yasso bars. Right, Danielle? Yasso bars used to be this big. I'm totally being facetious right now, but sarcastic. Yasso bars used to be this big. They are now this big. They literally shrunk to like this big. And I keep saying I'm going to send a letter to find out if the macros are the same because they didn't change the packaging. And Mike swears they weigh the same, but in my mind, they do not. They are not the same thing. But a lot of us save carbs for the end of the day. I have somebody that saves her carbs for her Dove chocolate, piece of Dove chocolate every night. Did anybody do their vision board to bring to the table today? Bueller? No one? Guys, you so disappoint me. All right, well, next week, 3 people are going to have a vision board. Does anybody have a vision board from the last group they could share so we can talk about it?
Is that an assignment you gave?
It was.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Uh,
Remember I showed you the app? It's okay. I could have reminded you. It's my fault that I did not remind you, but I do have people's vision boards. So I could show them, but I wouldn't do that. So next week assignment is vision boards, guys. So when you have a vision board, it gives you, and we talked about this last week or the week before, it gives you something to look towards. Remember I talked about Renee took something off of her vision board and why it's so important to have a vision board. Now you remember, Danielle? Okay. So yeah, vision boards are important. You can take things off, you can put things on, you can change it around, you can do whatever you want. They're in your phone. I used to have mine as my wallpaper. And they help you stay focused and motivated. So think about doing your own vision board. And then if you want to share it, you can. If you don't want to share it, you don't have to. But it's nice to get to know each other. Does anyone have anything they want to talk about? Any questions?
I have a question for you.
Sure.
You had mentioned that the Trainerize app was trying to get together a, to plan to track the food in that app. Is that gonna come through?
Beginning or end of third quarter. This is second quarter, so it just started. So they're working on it. They already added something that we don't use. I don't like the function. It's meal photos. So like I can turn it on and you guys can, instead of tracking, you can send me pictures of what you're eating. But then there's I can't see what you're actually eating. Like you can't track your food and take meal photos.
But Shannon, I do that anyway.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people send
I
me
send photos.
But if I trigger it for you guys to do that, and I could do it individually, then I don't actually see your macros. It's like, oh, you're eating broccoli. Like I could see what you're eating. And I don't coach that way. I don't coach mindful eating, what's on your plate. But that's the first step. Hold on, I'll show you what they're planning, just so you guys have an idea. And then I'm gonna get off. Because there is a beta group that they have. I'm part of it. Trainerize nutrition. I'll show you what the meal thing looks like. So, you know, you guys put your 2 meals and it tells me your calories. Well, now can you see where it says there's a picture? Oh, do you guys see that or no? Should I pull it away? Hold on. See that right there where it's pointing the arrow? Those are pictures of food instead of me seeing your macros. And then this is what I would see, which I do not like. Because nobody's plates really look like that when they eat. And then, so this is what their plan is, so you guys can see. See where they click that meal right there? See that meal that you guys don't have? Eventually, you're gonna be able to click that and it's gonna be able to click in what you're eating. You can do it, it's gonna look just like MyFitnessPal. They're actually emulating or copying MyFitnessPal. So here, they took our input on the meal plan builder and it's like this. So not only will it have tracking, but you're gonna get to set preferences. Are you gluten-free? All the good things about what you're eating, like how you eat. And then it's gonna say, what is your food preference, vegetarian, all that stuff. And it's going to actually give you a meal plan if you want it. And it's gonna be part of it. It's not any more money. And it's gonna help you with your tracking your macros. Isn't that cool? And then here it'll be like, it looks like this. It's not out yet, but it looks like this. Generate meal plan. And it's whatever you choose. And then you can move around the food from what I tell you your macros are. And you
Janet, can I ask you something
sure.
about that? If you take a, let's say, that might be a good idea if you snap a picture of your food if you go out to dinner. And then when you get home, you take that picture off and then load in your actual macros?
No.
So you remember?
Or the other. I either flip the switch for you to do picture meal plans or macros meal plans.
So you can't delete like the picture like you can your actual meal like we do.
No, you can send me the picture of your food if you want, but send it in messages. But if I do it as a meal plan, like the way I showed you as an option,
Yeah.
it's one, you're one and done. Like I could switch it and then, you know, I can't switch it every time you do that. Like there's no option. for that.
I don't like that.
Me either. I would love to see what you guys are eating, but I would like to see what you're eating number wise. All right, we have less than a minute to go. Anybody else have any questions? All right, next week's meeting is about regrouping and refocusing, so be there.
Somebody asked you a question in the chat.
Oh, you did. Is this all in your app? It's all. Oh, no, that's not you.
No, it's not me.
There's so many messages up here. I can't get there. Hold on. The thing's gonna die. My phone's gonna. Will you show an example of the vision board? I did show a vision board last week, so if you guys want to see it, you can pop on there. Can you let us know the full thing? I don't see your message, your question.
No, it's not me. Somebody else did. Nope. No, Boar.
Oh yeah, yes, it's all in my app. There's nothing outside the app. Everything is gonna be done in the app. Meal planning, your nutrition, all of it. Logging, everything's gonna be directly in one place. Won't that be amazing? So excited. You guys will be like the pioneers if you're still on. All right, I'll post some vision boards in the group, in the memes and motivation group, so you guys can see what they look like from previous groups. And if anybody wants to send me theirs after they do it, I would love to see it. All right, I'm getting off. I'm gonna go drive my son his food. I hope you guys all have an amazing night. Remember, always be badass and reach out to me if you guys have anything. This will be on YouTube and in the group as a workout. Bye guys, have a great day.